Deep within the vast windswept expanse of Mongolia's Gobi Desert, a remarkable story has been unearthed, a tale written in stone and bone. It is the story of a newly discovered dinosaur, a creature that roamed this ancient landscape millions of years ago. Scientists have given it a truly magnificent name, Khankhuuluu mongoliensis. Its nickname, however, is perhaps even more evocative, the Dragon Prince of Mongolia. This name captures the essence of its heritage, a nod to the rich mythology of the region where it was found, and its royal place within the fearsome family of Tyrannosaurs. It was a predator, but one quite unlike its more famous and formidable relatives. The Dragon Prince lived during a period known as the Late Cretaceous, approximately 70 million years ago. This was a time when the world was a very different place, a greenhouse planet, teeming with extraordinary life. To place this in context, the colossal Tyrannosaurus rex would not appear on the world stage for another 2 million years, and it would do so on a completely different continent, North America. Khankhuuluu therefore offers us a precious glimpse into the lives of the Tyrannosaurs that came before the Tyrant King, revealing a chapter of their evolutionary story that was, until now, largely hidden from our view. Imagine this ancient Mongolian landscape. It wasn't the arid desert we see today, but a more lush environment of forests and floodplains, crisscrossed by rivers. It was here that Khankhuuluu made its home, a world it shared with other dinosaurs, both great and small. This prince was a hunter, a key part of a complex ecosystem that flourished for millennia. Its discovery helps us to paint a much more detailed and vibrant picture of life in this specific time and place, adding a new and exciting character to the grand narrative of the age of dinosaurs. The desert has held its secrets for a very long time indeed. The name Khankhuuluu itself is steeped in local significance, derived from the Mongolian words for a noble or prince. This choice was deliberate, reflecting not only the dinosaur's majestic, albeit smaller stature within its family tree, but also honoring the country where its remains were found. It stands as a testament to the incredible fossil treasures that Mongolia continues to offer the world. Each discovery, like that of the Dragon Prince, pushes the boundaries of our knowledge, reminding us that there are always new wonders waiting to be found, buried just beneath the sands of time. The journey of the Dragon Prince from forgotten bones to celebrated new species is a fascinating tale of scientific detective work. The fossils were first discovered in the Gobi Desert many years ago, during an expedition searching for remnants of the ancient world. The initial set of bones, which included parts of the skull and limbs, were carefully excavated and brought back to a laboratory for study. At first glance, the remains looked familiar. They bore a strong resemblance to another type of tyrannosaur known from the same region, a slender hunter called Tarbosaurus. Because of these similarities, the bones were catalogued and put away, labeled as just another specimen of an already known animal. For decades, the bones of the Dragon Prince sat in a museum collection, their true identity concealed. Paleontologists believed they were simply looking at a young Tarbosaurus, a juvenile that had not yet reached its full, massive size. This was a perfectly reasonable assumption at the time. Young dinosaurs often look quite different from their adult counterparts, and without a complete skeleton, distinguishing between a new species and the young of an existing one can be incredibly difficult. The bones told a story, but science had not yet developed the tools to read it correctly. The prince remained in disguise, waiting patiently for its moment of revelation. The breakthrough came not from a new discovery in the field, but from a technological revolution in the laboratory. Scientists decided to re-examine the old fossils using powerful high-tech methods, including computed tomography or CT scans. These scans are much like the ones used in hospitals, but they are far more powerful, allowing researchers to peer inside the solid rock and bone without causing any damage. This incredible technology enabled them to create detailed three-dimensional digital models of the fossils, revealing intricate internal structures that were previously invisible to the naked eye. The secrets held within the bones were about to be unlocked. With these digital models, the scientific team could analyze every groove, cavity, and opening in the skull. It was here that they found the truth. The internal structure of the brain case and the sinuses in the snout were unique. They did not match those of a juvenile Tarbosaurus or any other known tyrannosaur. The evidence was clear and undeniable. This was not a young version of a familiar dinosaur. This was something entirely new, a distinct species that had been hiding in plain sight for all those years. The case of mistaken identity was finally solved, and Khankhuuluu mongoliensis, the Dragon Prince, was officially introduced to the world. So what did the Dragon Prince actually look like? It was certainly a tyrannosaur, but it broke the mold of its more famous cousin, T-Rex. Khankhuuluu was a far more graceful and slender creature. While a fully grown T-Rex could weigh up to 8 tons, scientists estimate that Khankhuuluu was much lighter, perhaps weighing only as much as a large horse. It was built for speed and agility rather than for brute force. Its body was long and lean, a stark contrast to the bulky, muscular frame of the Tyrant King. This animal was a different kind of predator, one that relied on a different strategy to catch its prey. One of the most striking differences lies in its legs and snout. Khankhuuluu possessed exceptionally long and slender legs, proportions that strongly suggest it was a very fast runner. These limbs would have allowed it to chase down smaller, more nimble prey across the Cretaceous plains. Its head was also distinct. Unlike the wide, bone-crushing jaws of T-Rex, the Dragon Prince had a much narrower and more delicate snout. This feature indicates that it likely hunted smaller animals, perhaps snapping them up with quick, precise bites, rather than overpowering large herbivores with a single, devastating chomp. It was a specialist hunter, perfectly adapted to its niche. This lighter build and specialized anatomy gave Khankhuuluu a distinct advantage. In an ecosystem filled with giant, lumbering dinosaurs, being fast and agile would have been an excellent survival strategy. It could likely pursue prey that was too quick for larger predators to catch, and it could also make a swift escape from any larger carnivores that might have viewed it as a potential meal. The Dragon Prince was not a king that ruled through sheer power, but a nimble courtier that thrived through speed and precision, a finely tuned hunting machine built for a very specific purpose. The discovery of this unique set of features helps us to understand the incredible diversity within the Tyrannosaur family. It shows that they were not all giant, lumbering apex predators like T-Rex. Instead, they occupied a wide range of ecological roles. Some, like Khankhuuluu, were swift, medium-sized hunters, while others were true giants. Each was adapted to its own environment and its own way of life. The Dragon Prince beautifully illustrates that the story of the Tyrannosaurs is far more complex and interesting than we once thought, with many different characters playing many different parts. The discovery of the Dragon Prince is more than just the identification of a new species. It fundamentally alters our understanding of tyrannosaur evolution and their global journey. For a long time, scientists have debated how and when these magnificent predators move between continents. We have found slender, long-snouted tyrannosaurs in North America from a similar time period, but their connection to their Asian cousins was unclear. Khankhuuluu provides a crucial piece of this puzzle. It represents a branch of the Tyrannosaur family tree that was thriving in Asia, one that shares remarkable similarities with certain North American species. This newfound connection suggests that there was a land bridge connecting Asia and North America during the late Cretaceous. This bridge, known as Beringia, likely emerged when sea levels were lower, allowing dinosaurs and other animals to walk from one continent to the other. Khankhuuluu and its relatives in Asia seem to be closely related to a group in North America known as the Alliramins. This Dragon Prince provides strong evidence that these graceful, narrow-snouted tyrannosaurs may have first evolved in Asia, and then migrated across this land bridge to populate North America, diversifying into new species once they arrived there. This theory of migration reshapes the family tree of the dinosaurs. It suggests a dynamic and interconnected world where animal populations were not isolated by oceans, but were able to move across vast distances, influencing the evolution of life on a global scale. The Dragon Prince acts as a vital link, a biological bridge that connects the story of the dinosaurs on two of the world's largest continents. It shows us that to understand the history of life in one place, we must often look for clues thousands of miles away. The Gobi Desert, it seems, holds answers to questions about life in ancient America. In conclusion, the Dragon Prince of Mongolia is a truly important scientific discovery. It reveals a new and elegant type of predator, expands our knowledge of dinosaur diversity, and solves a long-standing mystery about their prehistoric migrations. Through the use of cutting-edge technology on a fossil that was once misidentified, we have been given a much clearer window into the lost world of the late Cretaceous. Khankhuuluu mongoliensis proves that even in museum drawers, there are still incredible secrets waiting to be uncovered, each one ready to rewrite a chapter of our planet's extraordinary history.